Okay, so let's talk about our last lesson. So in our last lesson, we talked about apologies, reasons and promises. So we started talking about that. And but before that, we talked about different jobs, especially strange jobs like the golf ball diver. And we also talked about the fortune cookie writer, because you need to write fortune cookies. You need to write the little parables, or the little, what do you call them, phrases or sentences in the fortune cookie paper. So we talked about that. And we also talked. Wa alaikum salam. Hello, Suhaib. How are you today? So we talked about that. And what else?
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Hi. Hi, Suhaib. Hello, Rashid.
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm all right. Rashid, how are you today? Your sound is like, your voice is like Suhaib today, Rashid. صوتك زي Suhaib. Okay, so we talked about this in our last lesson. We talked about noun endings, تكلمنا عليهم. We also talked about this job, the traffic warden, and we also learned a few words. For example, stolen car, uniform, parrot, aggressive. So we talked about all of that. And then we talked about صهيب تسمع فينا؟ Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we talked about this in our last lesson. And we talked about, we started with the story here between David and Carol, Carol and Matt, Jackie and Amy. Who can tell me what happened here in this story? Who can remember what happened between David and Carol? Who can remember? Who can remember the conversation, or what happened in the chat? Who can remember that? What do you think? Selma, can you remember what happened with David and Carol? Did David ask Carol to do anything? Selma, what do you think?
Can I answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
He asked her about the report.
Correct. He did. Yeah. And was the report ready? Sorry, or not ready?
No, not ready.
Okay. And after that, what happened? What in the second conversation between Carol and Matt? What happened here?
To ask Carol to go to the concert.
Okay. And did they go?
But Carol can't. No.
Carol can't go?
She can't.
But why? Why can't she go? What does yes. She have to do?
Because there is because she want to go. She have to go to the restaurant.
Correct. She has to go to the restaurant. You're right. What does she have to do in the restaurant? I mean, why does she have to go to the restaurant? What's the reason?
With David's wife.
Okay. Yes. True. Correct. Are you sure? Are you sure it's with David's wife? I think it's with a group, right? She said 9
Yes,
people.
Yes.
And these people, do they include David's wife, or David's wife is not with them?
Yes, with them.
Okay, okay. And in the last conversation here between Amy and Jackie, what do you think happened here? What was it about? What did Amy ask Jackie?
I can't remember it.
Okay, okay. But did Jackie say yes or no?
Say yes.
Correct. Yeah, she said yeah. All right, very nice. So we talked about, of course, these 3 conversations, and we also agreed. We talked about who said these sentences. We finished this part as well. Exercise number 2, A and B. We did that, and we stopped here with number 3. So here I want you to take a look. It says, let's read the question: apologies, reasons, and promises. All right. So here it says, complete which are apologies, which are reasons, and which are promises. So let's go here. Can you see these all of these sentences? Let me put a box around them. So this box, can you see it? So I want you to tell me which of these is an apology. If it's an apology, we will write A. If it's a reason, we will write R. And if you think it's a promise, we will write P. Okay. Let's start the first one. I'm sorry, I couldn't finish it this morning. What do you think this is? Is it you think it's an apology, Samiha?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Who disagrees or agrees with Samiha? Who thinks?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. All right. What do you think, Salma?
I think
Salma is not there. Yeah. What do you think, Samiha?
I think apology. There is a reason. Apology plus sometimes plus reason after.
Usually, yes.
Always there is a reason with apology, I think.
You're kind of right, yes. But sometimes we also use reasons without apologies, right?
Yes.
But I agree with you, yes. Usually, most of the time when you give an apology, you should say why. Most of the time you should say why. Okay, what about number 2? Is it an apology? Is it a reason? Is it a promise? What do you think it is?
It's apology, I think.
Another apology?
Yes.
Okay. What about number 3 here? I have to take some clients out for dinner. What is this? What do you think it is?
Reason. It's a reason.
You think it's a reason?
Yes.
Okay, let's keep it as a reason. And number 4, I have to go home and look after my little brother. What does this sound like to you, Samiha?
Also reason.
Another reason?
Yes.
Okay. Rashid, can you see number 5 here? What do you think this is, Rashid? Do you think it's maybe it's a promise, or do you think it's an apology, a reason? What do you think it is, number 5, Rashid? When you say, I had to help Henry. I had to help Henry. What do you think? Okay, Rashid's not sure. Okay, what about number 6, Rashid? If you're not sure about number 5. What do you think? I think you're having.
Promises.
I think he's having problems with his mic. Okay, Suhaib, can you hear us?
Yes.
What about number 5? What is it?
Region.
It's a reason. I had to help Harry. You think it's a reason? Henry, I mean.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. And Samiha, what about number 6?
You finished. I think it's a promise.
Okay. And number 7, Suhaib, what is it?
Promises.
Oh, you're right. So it's a promise. يا راشد ممكن عندك مشكلة في المايك أو ممكن مايك السماعة ما يخدمش. I don't know. لكن ما نسمعوش فيك. We can't.
Can you write the words apology and
Apologies.
Yeah, here it is. Can you see it? Apologies.
And I want to tell us, Doctor, name and verb and.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Yes. Reasons and promises. So apology, this is the plural. Can you see this? The one here written in the exercise. So this is the plural form, apologies. يعني اعتذارات يعني. But if it's a singular noun, we say apology. Apology. So a single noun is like this, an apology. Oops, without, yeah. So this is a noun, apology. This is a noun, apology. And of course, this is another noun, apologies. But this one, of course, is a plural noun.
Plural.
Yeah. And the verb is apologize. So I'm going to write it here. So apologize like this. If you write it with an S, this is in British English. So this is the verb in British English. So I think in this book, maybe you'll see it like this. But sometimes you might see it with a Z. This is American spelling. So, so by the way, they use this a lot. This is one of the differences in spelling between American and British English. For example, organize. Okay, so organize, this is British. And Americans will say organize. They pronounce it in the same way. There's no difference, but the spelling is the same, it's different. Okay, is that clear? So,
yes.
So apology, this is one apology. So it's a noun. Apologize, I apologized yesterday. So apologize is a regular verb. Just put D if you want to use it in the past. Did he apologize? Yes, he did. He apologized for being late. Sometimes they say he made an apology. Made an apology. So you can say apologize, or you can say made an apology.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we finished the first part of the question, which is number 3A. I think your answers are correct. We found the apologies, we found the nouns, and the apologies, reasons, and promises. So we did that first part of the question. Now we want to do the second part. So I want you here to complete these sentences and tell me what you think. It says here for apologies, so I'm going to go down a bit in the page. Here it is. So it says for apologies, we often use, let's go down, let's scroll down. So here, let me show you what we're focusing on. All right, so I want you to choose A, B, or C for questions 1, 2, and 3. Let's start with apologies. So it says here for apologies, we often use, what do you think we often use? What do you think? Samiha?
I will.
I will. Do you agree, Suhaib? Is that?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So is it A or is it C?
C.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. C.
Yeah. Okay. That's correct. Yeah. And for reasons, what do we usually use for reasons?
I have to.
I have to, or I had to.
I had to in the past.
Yeah, yeah, that's correct. And of course, for promises, what do we use?
I will.
Yes. But why? Why do you think we use, for promises, why do we use will? What's the reason, in your opinion? Is there a reason we use will for promises? Any guesses?
No idea. No.
Because it's
give
the
a
future.
promise. Yeah.
Okay. And what about promises?
I will to give something. For example, I will to.
Okay, but if you make a promise, does it have to be in the future?
Or
Yes.
nearly future.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Promise usually in the future, I think.
Correct. That's the idea. So so if you make a promise, it means you will do something. You promise to do something. So a promise is always in the future, right? Even if it's in the near future. So for example, your mother says, clean the room. For example, a mother says to her child, clean the room, and the child says,
Yes,
okay, I'll do it, I'll clean it. So it is in the future. All right, so very nice. So we kind of know how apologies start and how to make a reason and how to make a promise. Now, I want you to take another look at the sentences in 2B, the ones from the conversations. And I want you to tell me which verb form comes after couldn't, can't, have to, had to, and I'll. So let's go back a little bit here to these examples. So what they're asking you is they want you to see what are the verb forms that we used after couldn't, and after can't, after have to, and had to, of course, and after will. So I just want you to take a quick look at the verb we used after these forms. What was it? What did we use in each time?
Infinitive.
Infinitive, yes.
Right? That's right, yeah?
Yes.
So you can see here, finish. It's infinitive, right? And again, say, it's infinitive. Take. Go. Help. Finish. So it's the same thing every time. So this means after any of these after any of these words, like couldn't, can't, have to, had to, and will, it means you need to use an infinitive verb. Okay, so I think this is what they were asking about. So very quickly, let's answer this again. So look at the sentences, we did that, and I think we kind of agree that all of them are in the infinitive. All right, so that's the idea. Rashid, can you hear us now? Yes. Did you have a problem with your phone? Okay, no problem. Okay, so in part D here it says, fill in the gaps in these responses to apologies. All right, so let's try to use them. Okay, so you can start here, Rashid. Let me read the sentences. So by the way, these are responses to apologies. So this means if someone makes an apology or if someone apologizes to you, you can respond. So these are examples of some responses you can make if someone apologizes to you, okay? So Rashid, what about number 1? Can you complete this response?
Don't worry.
All right, so if someone apologizes to you, you can say, oh, don't worry. All right. What about number 2, Selma? what should we write here?
Another time, maybe.
Yeah, another time maybe. And what about number 3, Samiha? How can you use this expression? Oh dear.
Oh dear, what happened?
Right, so you can say what happened. You can ask about the problem, what happened. And okay, so hope you can do the last one. Oh.
Oh, right. Why?
All right. Why is that? Okay, so these are examples. These are examples of some responses. But let's talk a little bit about these responses. What do you think? Is there a difference, in your opinion, between these 4 responses? So, for example, if I say, "I'm sorry, I'm late," okay, and if the response is, "Oh, don't worry," or for example, "Another time, maybe," or
Yes.
"Oh dear, what happened?" Oh, right. Why is that? Is there a difference, in your opinion, between these 4 responses? Are they equally the same, or
Not equally.
No, it's different.
different?
Slightly different.
Yes.
Slightly different.
Slightly different? How
Yes.
different? I want to see your, what do you think? The first one, when you say, "Oh, don't worry." Which one do you think is more friendlier? Or let's say, which one is
Don't worry.
Don't worry?
Don't
Yes.
worry.
Okay. What about another time, maybe? What about this one? Is it friendly or not friendly?
Friendly.
I think it's okay,
The
right?
same. Yeah.
But what about, "Oh dear, what happened?"
Friendly.
Friendly.
Okay.
Friendly.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's also friendly. What about, "Oh, right, why is that?" Do you think it's
Not friendly.
It's not friendly?
Yes.
But why not? Why don't you think it's friendly, Saib?
Don't use the words like.
Because
dear.
he said, "Why is that?"
Okay, so this means if someone apologizes, you shouldn't
Yes.
ask. You shouldn't ask why. You think, or is it okay to ask why?
No, it's not friendly. Not friendly.
It's not friendly. But when is it okay to ask why? When is it okay and when is it not okay, in your opinion? For example, if someone asks, if someone apologizes to you and says, "I'm sorry, I couldn't come to the party," or "I couldn't come to the wedding," is it okay to say, "Oh, right, why is that?" Or not okay? What do you
Yes,
think?
it's okay.
Is it okay?
No, I think
Not
Yes.
okay? Sami, how you think?
not okay. Yes. I think apologize, you will accept or unaccept. But if you ask why, maybe for if they give a reason, not apologize.
But in the conversations that we heard in our last lesson, remember the 3 conversations? The first one, David and Carol, Carol and Matt, and then the last one here between Jackie and Amy. When did we use this? Can you remember when we used it? Oh, right. Why is that? Can you remember, Nehruz, when we used this response? Or can you remember who used it?
No, I wasn't here in the
I think
last
Jack and
lesson.
Aha, Samiha, what did you
think
say?
conversation between Jack and Amy.
You're right. Correct. This happened in the conversation between Jackie and Amy. But who said it? Was it Jackie or was it Amy?
Jackie.
Okay. Why did you think, why did she use it? Why do you think she used this? Why did she say, "Why is that?" All right. Why?
After Amy asking her for time off.
Okay, you're right. But was it okay when Jackie used it, or was it unfriendly when Jackie used it?
Friendly.
Aha. So is it friendly or not friendly?
Yes, friendly.
I think it depends on the situation,
Yes,
right? So this means if you're the boss, it's okay to ask this question, right? Because Jackie, she's the manager, right? She's the boss. And Amy is saying that she's not going to work today. Do you get the idea?
Mhm.
And of course, Amy is getting paid because they pay her. So she's not working for free, right? So when she doesn't want to work, it's okay for the manager to say, why is that, right? They want to know the reason. If it's a good reason, or if it's something big or important, then maybe the manager will say, no problem, like Jackie, right? She said, it's okay. But maybe if it's not a good reason, the manager will say, you can't leave.
Maybe refuse. Yeah.
Maybe refuse, right? So I think this kind of response is maybe okay for managers. For managers, maybe they will use it, and it's okay. It doesn't mean unfriendly, but I don't think between friends or between equals.
To give reason.
Yeah, between equals, usually we don't ask this. No.
Yes.
Right? We don't use it. So maybe between a boss and an employee, maybe it's okay. All right, now I'm going to take you back to number 2. This time I want you to listen to the pronunciation, and I want you also to pay attention to the stress and how you can apologize, the differences. I want you to listen, and then I want you to tell me the differences here between the groups, okay? So here we have the first group. It's the apology group. Then we have the second group. It's the reason group, okay? And the last group, it's the promise group. So I want you to listen to how each group is pronounced, not just the pronunciation, also the intonation and the stress, okay? So I want you to pay attention to this, but let me find the track. Okay, track 36. So let me take you to the track so you can listen. Right, let's take a look. Okay, CD1, track 36.
I'm sorry I couldn't finish it this morning. I'm really sorry, but I can't say no to my mum. I have to take some clients out for dinner. I have to go home and look after my little brother. I had to help Henry. I'll finish it now and email it to you. I'll be back before 8:30, I promise.
Okay. What do you think of the stress and intonation? Do you think the people who said this, do you think did it sound polite or not polite, or what do you think?
Polite.
Yes, in all these examples, it was polite. Okay, let's read some of them as examples. So, Rashid, would you like to? You can read the number 1 and 2. You can read the apologies, Rashid.
I am sorry I couldn't finish it this morning. I'm really sorry, but I can't say no to my mom.
Okay. And what about the second group, Samiha? Can you read the reason group here, this one?
Okay. I have to take some client out for dinner. I have to go home and look after my little brother. I had to help Henry.
All right, okay. And the promise group, Selma, can you read the promise group?
I'll finish it now and email it to you. I'll be back before 8:30. I promise.
Okay. All right. All right. So the idea is you need to be careful that you sound friendly and polite if you want to apologize or if you want to give a reason or if you want to maybe make a promise. Okay, so let's go on. Let's continue. So here in number 5, this time we have a phone conversation. All right. So here in number 3, we have a phone conversation between Ed and Bob. So what we want to do is we want to complete the conversation using some of these phrases. Not some of them, actually. We need to use all of them. But I'm going to put them here in a box for you to see. So this is the exercise we want to do. And let me just read the phrases we're gonna use here. So I'm really sorry, we already used this one, of course. Couldn't come, another time, I'll call, had to, I'm sorry, have to, don't worry, can't come, what happened? Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute. Take a minute first, okay? Take a minute or two. Try to complete all of them. And when you're ready, when you're done, just let me know that you're done. And after that, maybe you can have 2 of you do the phone call and we can check from the listening, okay? So just let me know when you're done.
Okay, I finished.
Okay, that's great.
I'm also.
Have you finished also, Samiha? Okay, who else has finished? All right, great. Was it easy?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look. Okay, who wants to read? Let's choose. Okay, so Nairuz, and let's choose someone else. Okay, so Haib, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, great. So you can start. One of you can be Bob, and the other can be Ed.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Hello. How are you today?
Fine.
No problem. That's okay. Okay, so you can start. So Ed, Saib, you can be Ed, and Nairuz can be Bob.
Okay.
Hi, Bob. How are you?
I'm okay. Look, I'm really sorry I couldn't come to your party last night.
Oh, what happened?
I had to go to the police station.
Okay, continue.
It's no, it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Yes,
What do you think is the right answer?
don't worry.
You think, oh, don't worry.
Yes,
Okay, let's write it here. Okay, continue.
I had to.
oh, don't.
I had to. Oh dear.
What happened?
Okay.
Someone stole my car, but the police found it and it's fine.
That's good.
Anyway, would you like to come round for dinner this evening?
I'm sorry. I have. I can't come this evening. I have to take my parents to the airport.
No problem. Another time, maybe.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, definitely. What do you want to use, Said?
I'll come. I'll call you at the weekend.
Right. Talk to you then. Bye.
Okay. Anyone wants to change any of these answers? Do you think maybe there are any mistakes or anything we need to change? Let's see. What do you think, Samiha? Do you think all the answers are correct, or would you like to change something? And Selma, what do you think? Nobody's sure. Do you think they're okay, the answers?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so they agree with the answer. So what should we use here in number 3? What happened or don't worry? Which one?
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's check. Let's see if the answers are correct. Let's go to the listening track.
37.
Hi, Bob. How are you?
I'm okay. Look, I'm really sorry I couldn't come to your party last night.
Oh, don't worry.
I had to go to the police station.
Oh dear, what happened?
Someone stole my car. But the police found it and it's fine.
That's good.
Anyway, would you like to come round for dinner this evening?
I'm sorry, I can't come this evening. I have to take my parents to the airport.
No problem. Another time, maybe.
Yes, definitely. I'll call you at the weekend.
Right. Talk to you then. Bye.
Okay, very nice. So all of the answers are correct. That's great. Okay, let's practice this one last time. Okay, so Rashid and Noha, you can be Ed and Bob, so we can practice this one last time. Or maybe one of you can be. Okay, you can be Ed, Rashid, and Noha. Noha, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm there.
Right.
But
Good.
I'm not listening to the track all.
Yeah, it's okay. But can you see the book in front of you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to remove the answer.
No, the answers are still there. You can I just need you to read it. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a little practice. That's all.
Okay. I'm start.
You can start if you want. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Bob. How are you?
I'm okay. Look, I'm really sorry I couldn't come to your party last night.
Oh, don't worry.
I had to go to the police station.
Oh dear, what happened?
Someone stole my car, but the police found it and it's fine.
That's good.
Anyway, would you like to come around for dinner this evening?
I'm sorry, I can't come this evening. I have to take my parents to the airport.
No problem. Another time maybe.
Yes, definitely. I will call you you at the weekend.
All right. Thank you. Then bye.
Okay, Rashid, can you say this word again?
Talk to you. Then bye.
Nice, excellent. All right, very good. So this is an example of a real conversation where you know it's mixed. There are some apologies, there are some reasons, there are some promises, right? Okay, so I want you now, let's find all the apologies together. Let's start with the apologies. So where are the apologies in this conversation?
Number 1.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I'm really
I'm
sorry.
really sorry.
Okay, so
Yes.
number 1, I'm really sorry. This is the first apology.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, is it an apology or is it a response to an apology?
Oh,
I think
Response.
it's a response to the apology.
All right. Okay, so
yes.
let's classify them. Let's make a little list, a little colored list, so we can know what each one means. So let's put them here. So let's start with so the green is for apologies. Let's use them for apologies, and let's use responses. Oops. Come on. So, okay. So apologies are green. And responses are red. And promises are blue. And reasons are, let's choose purple, maybe. Or gray, or whatever this color is. Nah, I don't like this color. It's not very strong. Let's use brown.
Yellow.
Yellow? Let's use yellow. So what's the yellow? What is it? Is it reasons? Okay. Let's start with the apologies. Let's circle all the apologies you can find. So we start with the first one. I'm really sorry. This is apology number 1. What's after that? What's the next? Where's the next apology?
Number 6, I think.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
This is another apology. I'm sorry. You're right. Any other apologies?
No.
I think these are the only 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's take a look at the responses to the apology.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Oh, don't
What happened?
worry.
Oh dear.
Dear, what happened?
Okay.
What happened?
Oh
No
dear, what
problem.
happened? It's another response. What else?
No problem. Another
No
time,
problem.
maybe.
Another time,
Right,
maybe.
correct. This is another response. All right.
Color. Yeah.
Let's take a look at the promises.
Promises.
But I think reasons are before promises, right? Should we take a look at the reasons first? Let's take a look at the reasons. Where are they?
I had to go
I
to
had
the
to
police
go
station.
to police station.
Okay, correct. So he's giving us his excuse or reason why he couldn't come. I had to go to the police station.
I have to
I
take my
have to
parents.
take my parents.
Right. This is another reason. I have to take my parents to the airport. Do we have any other reasons?
No.
No. Let's take a look at the promises that.
I'll call you at the week.
Okay, so this is the first one. Are there any other or just this promise? I'll call you at the weekend.
Yes.
Do we have any other
Yes.
promises?
No.
I think it's the only one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the only one. So this is an example of a chat or a conversation between friends. It's mixed. There are apologies, reasons, responses, and so on. All right, very nice. So we checked it, and we also practiced it a little bit. So here we have another one, but this time you have to write the conversation, right? And the idea here is they give you a difficult situation, and you need to imagine the conversation. So first of all, let's find the names of the people who are having this conversation. So here we have Matt.
Matt and Amy.
And Amy. Okay, so let's check the situation they have. Now, Matt, he promised to take Amy to the airport next Tuesday, but now he can't, okay? And Matt phones Amy, he apologizes and gives a reason. He promises to meet her at the airport when she comes back. Okay, so this means Amy is actually traveling to another country, right?
Yes.
So we need to make a conversation. We need to write a conversation similar in a way to this conversation between Ed and Bob. Maybe you can make a few changes if you want, but I think you get the idea. So how would you start this conversation? I have an idea. Let me give you a bit of time to think first. You might need to write a few things.
Right, yes.
Yeah, but I want to leave this box in front of you, so so this way you can check the situation. So this is the situation. Let's use another color. So so I think if you want to start, let me give you a tip. So this means in reality, we should start. Okay, I'm going to help you with the first sentence only. So Matt,
Amy.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Okay. But remember, okay, go ahead now. Hello, how are you?
Think Amy first.
How are you?
Then?
I'm sorry.
Yes, it should start with an apology, right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I can't take you to airport.
On the next Tuesday.
Yes, next Tuesday because
my car.
Any reason?
Yeah.
Same. Use this car stalls.
No, I think let's use another excuse. Let's use a Libyan one.
Okay.
Because I
think
need to
just hello, how are you?
No, he has to apologize because he made a promise. This is an old promise. He promised to take her next Tuesday, but now he can't. We have to say why he can't. Because he promised and now he can't. So you need to make some kind of reason. Think of Libyan problems and Libyan excuses. Because Matt, his actual name is Mahmoud. And this is just his nickname, Matt. So he's really Libyan and he has all the Libyan problems we have. So what do you think?
His car didn't work.
Okay, my car didn't start.
Mechanical.
This is a good one.
Or I have a date for interview for New York.
It's a good excuse. It's not very Libyan. It's a good reason, but I don't think it's very Libyan. Libyans don't really care a lot about work, I think. But it's a good one. I have a job interview. Let's put it. Okay. What other reasons do we have? My car didn't wouldn't turn on. I have a job interview.
Or I have problems with like social problems, like something in family or
to take some family to hospital or something.
I have to take my grandmother. She had a stroke or something.
I have to watch a football match.
All right.
I have to watch a football match.
Or wedding of my cousins.
I have to
Or
go to
wedding of my
my
cousins.
my cousin's wedding. Yes, this is another good one. I think, Saib, if you say I have a football match to watch, I can guarantee she's not going to
This
come
is
back to you
can't.
when she comes back from from her trip. She'll probably divorce you if you say that to your wife.
Yes.
It's a little too honest. It's you have to make you have to be realistic with your lies.
Good reason, not
Make
like
a good lie. Yeah, don't be too honest. So okay, let's choose any of these. Let's say let's make it dramatic. Okay, I have to take my, let's think of a family relative, maybe someone old, grandmother, grandfather, or
Yes, here
mother,
in
father.
Libya, all
Yeah,
family died.
yeah, my
This is-
grandmother.
To
I
the
have to
doctors.
take to the
Nearly
hospital.
die.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what happened. So what is Amy going to say? Let's make Amy. Okay. Let's think. Should we make Amy a nice girl, or should we make her a Libyan girl?
Oh, don't
Libya.
worry.
And Libya.
Don't worry.
I have a better idea. Let's use the other one that we saw earlier. Remember the one with, oh, right. Why is that? Remember that one that Jackie used with Amy?
Yes.
Let's use that one. Or do you want her to be nice? It's up to you. You can decide. What do you think? Should we use, all right?
Nice
Why is
girl.
that?
Nice
Or-
girl.
Nice girl. Okay, she's a nice girl. So what do you want her to say, Amy?
Oh dear, don't
Oh,
worry.
dear,
Don't
what
worry.
Okay, yeah.
What's happening? I think.
Oh dear, because this is, it's a bit big, right? It's a bit shocking if you have to take someone to the hospital. Oh
Is that
dear.
a conversation?
What's
Sorry?
happened?
What?
Is that a
What?
conversation?
Yeah, this is a conversation. What
But
happened?
the first sentence is
Happened.
too long.
You're kind of right, yes.
Apologies.
Maybe we can say, hello, how are you? And she can say, I'm fine,
She said,
thanks.
fine. And how are you?
Yeah,
You
okay.
will take me to.
No, because this news is already old, because the promise is not a new promise. So maybe we can just add the part here where of course Amy answers. I'm fine, thanks. For example, right? And okay, so
Maybe Amy said, hello, how are you? And Matt said,
okay, that's not
I'm
bad.
okay, I'm sorry. Like in this conversation. before.
Okay, we can do that. Let's do that, okay? So let me remove this conversation. So Amy is going to start and she says, hello, how are you? Maybe she wants to confirm with Matt if he's going to take her or not, right? So she says, hello, how are you?
How are you?
And what does
And
Matt say?
I'm okay.
Huh? He says, I'm okay. And what does he say after
I'm
that?
sorry.
Really,
Okay.
really sorry.
Yeah, he's really sorry.
Matt told me, Amy.
It doesn't matter. I think it could go. It
When
could be
she
either
answered.
way. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm really. So Matt is also nice.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry.
Really sorry.
I can't.
I can't.
Because this is in the future. It's next
Take
Tuesday.
you. Yes.
I can't take you to the airport.
The airport next
next
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay.
Oh dear.
What happened?
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
So maybe she wants to ask, right?
Yes.
So she wants to know why. Maybe it's a little too strong. Oh dear, what happened?
Oh dear, what happened?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Oh,
Okay.
what happened?
Oh dear, what happened? She wants to know what happened. So what is Matt going to say now?
I have to go.
Sorry?
I
What did-
think
I
don't
have-
worry, it's better to use this situation.
Don't worry.
Oh, don't worry. What's happened?
Maybe it's a little softer, right?
Yes. Why she said dear for this? I think
it's okay. But what's the other one? And what's the other one?
Don't worry.
Oh, don't worry. But I think
All
there's
right.
all right.
Why that's
All right. Yes, maybe.
I forgot the response. Let's take a look at it.
all right.
Oh, what happened? Is that it? Oh, don't worry.
Don't
Don't
worry.
worry.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
maybe it's a
worry.
bit. Maybe it's a bit softer. I have a better idea. Why don't we use "Oh dear, what happened"? Let's use it after he says, "My grandmother."
I had to go with that.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe it's better there.
Yes.
So, okay, so let's use the first one. So Amy said, "Oh, don't worry." Is it "Oh, don't worry"?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
Yes.
"Oh, don't worry." It's stuck. Okay, I think this is stuck. Okay, okay, it's back. I thought it was stuck. So, oh, don't worry. And now Matt is going to give his reason. And he's going to say,
I want to go to
I have to.
the hospital.
yeah,
I have to.
I have to.
I have to
I have to take.
hospital.
Take my
My
grandmother.
grandmother.
No, he will said I will go to the hospital.
I have to go to the hospital. After
she will
that,
ask, "Oh, what happened?"
what happened?
Okay, that's also good. I have to go to the hospital. And she's going to
And
say,
she said,
"Oh dear."
what happened?
Yeah, because she's, "Oh dear, what happened?"
What happened?
And what did he say?
I have to take my
I have to take
grandmother.
my grandmother.
No, I have to take my grandmother
To
to
the hospital.
the hospital. But we know that he's going to the hospital. We can just
To the doctor.
Okay, I have to
have to
take
go
my
to-
grandmother.
she's
by her doctor.
or we can say I have to take my
Take
grandmother.
my grandmother to doctors.
She's feeling ill,
Unwell.
right?
Unwell.
Or unwell or something, or ill or whatever. Okay, let's use ill. It's a little easier. Or sick,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
And Amy is going to say,
No problem.
I think Amy is going to say,
I'm sorry.
is your grandmother still alive?
Still,
Maybe
I guess that's
that's a bit rude. That's a little rude. Okay.
Yes.
So we agreed that Amy is a nice girl, so maybe that's rude. What's a nice thing to say here?
I'm sorry about your
I'm
grandmother.
sorry about
Yeah, I'm sorry is a good one.
I'm sorry about her.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, for example. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. So now it appears that Amy accepts the apology, right? When she said, "I'm sorry to."
Yes.
So Matt he's going to promise her to meet up at the airport when she comes back from where is she? Turkey. I'm sure she's in Istanbul.
I will.
Yeah.
Take you.
Okay, so now he's going to make a promise. What is he going to say?
But I will.
I have to take
I'll
you.
promise.
I'll
Promise.
Or without promise, you can just say
I will
yeah.
to take
I will.
you When you come back. Oh,
So I'll pick you up.
I'll
Pick you up, for example, or meet you.
After
Pick
coming.
you up
After coming.
when you come back. I'll pick you up at the airport, for example, at the airport.
When you come back.
When you come back. And let's add another thing. You come back. He's a little worried that maybe she'll bring COVID back. So if she's negative, then yeah, she has to bring her, proof. Yeah, otherwise she could stay away. Okay, so what do you think Amy should say? I'll pick you up at the airport when you arrive or when you come back.
Right, I will
Maybe
talk to you when I arrive.
So right, she can say.
I hope that.
Yeah,
maybe.
All right, see you.
You can
maybe
say,
next time your grandfather will feel.
will feel ill. Yeah, right.
I hope that, or
okay.
we make her nice.
Yeah, she's nice. But I don't think.
And your grandmothers become better.
Yeah. Okay. See you. For example, see you then, or see you later. See you later. Hope your grandmother feels, for example, better soon. So what will Matt say?
Thank you.
Thank you. I think Matt is also a nice guy. Thank you. Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, talk to you later. Talk to you later. Or talk to you then.
Bye.
And then he says bye.
Bye.
And she will also say bye with tears in her eyes because she loves Matt. So bye. Okay.
And her heart broken.
Yes. She's going back to her first husband in Turkey, who lives there. Okay, now this is a nice conversation. It's simple, it's not complicated, but it's good. It has a problem, and one of the characters is apologizing for breaking his promise. The other person accepted the apology, and of course, the person who broke the promise, Matt, he gave a good reason, right? So this is a good example. Okay, let's practice this a bit and then do the other situation because we have another one. So maybe let's find someone here. Okay, so Selma, you can be Amy or Matt, and who would like to be the other one? Okay, Neiruz, would you like to be the other person?
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead, Selma, you can start.
Okay. Hello, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm really sorry. I can't take you to the airport. Yes, I can't take you to the airport next Tuesday.
Oh, don't worry.
I have to go to the hospital.
Oh dear, what happened?
I have to take my grandmother. She's feeling ill.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I will pick you up at the airport when you come back.
Right, see you late. Hope your grandmother feels better soon.
Yeah,
Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, this is later.
Bye.
See you later. We forgot the letter R. See you later. Hope your grandmother feels better soon. Never mind. Okay, so we finished the first conversation. Now let's check. Oops. let's check the second situation. So let's take a look. So the second difficult situation or the second problem is like this. It says, Carol promised to meet Matt for lunch at 1 o'clock. It's now 1:30 and Matt is at the restaurant. So Carol phones Matt. She apologizes and gives a reason why she can't come. She promises to cook him a special dinner tonight. Okay, so how should this conversation start this time? It actually says who starts first. It says Carol phones Matt.
Carol.
Yeah, so what should
Hello.
she...
It means Matt's waiting.
Matt is
Hello,
waiting.
Matt.
Hello,
Yeah.
Matt,
Angry.
okay.
Maybe angry.
Probably angry and hungry. Angry and hungry together.
Yes.
Yes.
Hungry. Okay. So he's waiting, he's probably upset. And what do you think what do you think a good reason is for a wife to be late for lunch?
Car
What do you think?
accident.
Maybe to take yes,
Car accident,
or,
maybe.
Maybe a car accident. This is a good reason.
or it's you have to take the children from school.
Maybe their children have a problem at school and now she's
And
stuck
there's
in
a
school.
traffic.
I have to learn.
What says زحمة مرور.
Yeah, traffic. There's a
forget.
traffic jam.
Yeah.
Selma, what did you say? Suhaib, you said something? Suhaib, did you say something?
Maybe
Rashid.
maybe she don't like that restaurant.
Okay, but she promised. I think if she doesn't like the restaurant, maybe she wouldn't have
Accepted
the agreement, but she already agreed and he's already waiting for her. So she said yes.
She was asleep.
I think yeah, it's possible. Do you think it's a good excuse, a good reason? Do you think he will accept it?
No.
Yeah, I think he'll still be angry if she says but let's say, for example, she was ill or maybe she stayed late the night before, right? For example, and she was asleep. It's not a bad excuse, actually. Okay, she was asleep or fell asleep. Maybe she was so tired and she fell asleep. It's 1:30.
Her brother
Yes.
take her
Not
car.
morning.
Her brother?
Yes, take her car.
Her brother took her car. This is also not a bad excuse. It's not a bad reason. So she's asleep. She fell asleep. Her brother took her car. Let's think of other good reasons to make Matt accept the reason.
Like Samiha said, car accident.
A car accident? Okay. But here...
Or
she
her
promised
work
to cook
calling
him.
her for urgent thing to bring reports about work or something like this.
Yes, something urgent at work is also a good reason, because if you see here, when she promises to cook him a special dinner, so this means she's feeling a little guilty, right?
Yeah.
She knows that she did something wrong, but if she had a
So
car
the
accident, it's not her fault, right?
Yes. But if she go to the work for urgent something, she forget report to the chief or something like this.
Yeah, then maybe it's her fault, and that's why she promised to cook him a nice dinner. Okay, so let's use the work excuse. I think it sounds the best one so far. So Carol, she's going to phone Matt. How do you think? Hello, Matt. And then
I'm waiting you.
No,
No,
it's
Matt is waiting
here.
for her.
Yes, Matting answer when she.
He is nervous.
Yes.
His
waiting here
answer,
to
where?
talking.
Where are you?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's make Matt an angry, hungry Libyan man, okay?
Yes.
Okay. He will not answering here. How are you? He will.
What are you?
Yeah.
I'm waiting here.
Hello,
Waiting.
Matt. Now she was just about to say how are you or something, but he interrupted her. He didn't even let her finish her sentence.
Not let her to finish.
Yeah, he doesn't want her to finish. He wants to say. So he says,
"Where are you? I'm waiting.
Where are you?
Where are you? And he's shouting, so it's in capital.
I'm waiting.
I'm waiting.
So I've been waiting for 30 minutes. So he's really, really hungry and angry.
Yeah.
So I've been waiting for 30 minutes. And it's true, he's been waiting for 30 minutes.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
No, because at 1 o'clock it's now.
Yeah.
1:30.
So what should she say? What do you think she says?
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm really sorry.
I think she needs to apologize for two things.
Yes.
For not calling him earlier and for not coming. So she has two problems. She's late and she's going to cancel. I mean, she didn't even cancel at 1 o'clock. Yeah, she didn't call him earlier. She just called him now. So maybe we need another reason or another excuse why she couldn't call him.
Forget her phone because the work call her emergency. She forget her phone in the home.
I think he's
I think no. Maybe she was busy and
okay.
No, forget the phone in the car or in the home, so she can't.
She couldn't call him, so she couldn't call him.
Yes.
Or maybe she ran out of charge. She ran out of battery or didn't have a signal or something like that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I couldn't call you earlier, for example.
Yes.
I couldn't.
I was
call
outstairs
you earlier.
My phone was outstairs.
Yeah, my phone had no service, for example.
Yes.
Service. So he will say, okay, what should he say?
All right, why that?
Okay,
She
so
said, well, I'm sorry, I can't come. Or
now he still doesn't know that she's not coming. Okay, so maybe he can ask her, okay, when are you coming? Are you here? Are you on the way or something? Maybe he's right, because he still doesn't know she's going to cancel.
Yes.
So maybe he can say something like, okay, you tell me, what do you think a suitable thing is here?
Okay, so when
no
you
problem. Now accepted her excuse. No problem.
No, he's still
a little angry.
He's still angry.
He's going to get really angry when he knows she's not coming. That's when
because he's still he wants to know if she comes.
Where are you now?
Okay. So he can, if he's really angry, he can just ask the second question, the first question again, right?
Okay, where are you now?
Yeah. So okay. Okay, now he's not shouting. He's still upset, but he's not shouting. Where are you now? So now she's going to apologize for not coming, or she's going to cancel. How can we make it in a diplomatic way?
Sorry to say this. I'm sorry to say this.
I'm sorry to say this, but I can't come to lunch, or I can't meet you for lunch, or I'm not coming. No, I can't come is better. I'm sorry.
Because I have emergency call.
Okay, so I'm
sorry. I can't come.
I'm sorry, but I can't come. I think it's better if she says the reason, right? She should say it very
Yes.
quickly before
Yes.
he goes mad.
I have some
Yes.
urgency.
I
Okay.
have some.
I have some
In my work.
urgent, maybe shall we say meeting or something she can't run away from.
Yes. It's true.
I have an urgent meeting with the boss, maybe.
Oh,
An
yes.
urgent meeting with the manager. Now, should we say now? I have an urgent meeting with the manager now. No, I don't need to say now, maybe. But I can't say no, right? So she wants to tell him that, and I can't say no to my boss, right? Because Matt is still angry, but he doesn't want her to get fired, right? Because she pays the rent with him. So if she gets fired, he'll have to pay it himself. So he's angry, but he's smart. He knows he needs her salary too. So
yes,
he can say. So now he's going to accept it, right?
Okay.
No, because already she gave the reasons.
She gave the reason.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Okay, don't worry. Maybe now he's calmed down. Okay, don't worry. Do you think that's a good one? All right.
Yes.
I think not.
Oops. You think he's still angry?
No.
I think she made a very good excuse, right? She has a good excuse.
Good. Yes.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, I had
a strong excuse. And Matt is not a bad guy. He's okay. He's just hungry. You know.
Understanding.
He's Matt, not
low glucose.
Yeah, understanding now. Okay.
Yeah. So he'll. Okay. Don't worry. Now she's going to make promises.
Promise.
Yes. So she has to make a promise. So we can start a promise with "I promise." By the way, right? You can use it.
I promise. Okay.
I promise.
Can we use "but" before?
But.
Yes.
With a promise, you want to use "but."
Yes, but I will.
But I promise. Yeah, you can.
Sound of happy. Sound of happy. Because he accepted her.
Yeah, because he said don't worry. So.
Yes.
But I promise. So she's going to promise. So how can we say she's going to
promise you?
But I promise.
I promise to make.
Okay.
Yeah.
To make. What does Matt like? He likes traditional Libyan food. So what do you think he likes?
Busy.
Traditional.
Busy, maybe. Let's choose. What's the most difficult Libyan meal?
Bazin or Aswan?
I think Osman is more difficult, right? Yeah, there's lots. Yeah, couscous with Osman is. I promise to make you couscous with Osman.
Next Friday.
No, she has tonight. She has to make it tonight. Okay, next Friday. Next Friday, for example. Yes. And
because it's lunch of Friday.
Next Friday. But I think it's true.
It's hard to make it.
It's true that Matt is not angry. But he says, but look at what he's going to say.
And tonight.
Bitter tonight.
She kind of has to accept, right? Because she. Okay, so she accepts. I'll make it tonight. It's a negotiation. They're trying to reach an agreement. So I'll make it tonight. For example, and what do you think Matt will say now? He got what he wants. He got.
All right. I will eat it and go to home.
We will see.
Okay.
We will see.
Yeah. Now I think he's going to be nice again. So because he's
think
got
it's,
a
now
great
he's happy
dinner.
now.
He's happy. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Don't
we can
worry,
say
Okay.
okay.
We'll,
See you later, maybe, or we'll talk soon. We'll talk then, or something like that. Right?
yes.
Okay. So
See you at home, maybe.
See you at home.
Okay, then.
See you for dinner. See you at dinner. See you at home. See you later. See you later for dinner. Or let's just see you later is enough.
See you later.
See you later. She will say,
Bye.
okay, bye. And he will say, let's see. Okay, bye. Then he says, bring some Coca-Cola on the way home. He's abusing the situation a bit, I think. And she's kind of going to accept. Okay. See you.
And prepare tea, green tea.
Yeah, and he's going to leave the other demands when she gets home. There has to be tea, there has to be magrood, I'm sure, something like that with the husband. Okay, so let's practice this. And if you want, you can change this with any meal you like. It doesn't have to be couscous one. If you want hamburgers, change this with the meal you like, okay? Any meal you want.
Okay.
And the same thing here, change it with any drink you like. Juice, Pepsi, whatever it is. All right, so let's practice this. Let's do Samiha and Samiha and Suhaib. Let's do it, and then we can choose someone else. Okay, so you can be Samiha. You can be Carol, and Suhaib can be Matt.
Okay. Hello, Matt.
Where are you? I've been waiting for 30 minutes.
I'm sorry, I couldn't call you earlier. My phone had no service.
Okay, where are you now?
I'm sorry, but I can't come. I have an urgent meeting with my manager, and I can't say no to my boss.
Okay, don't worry.
But I promise to make you couscous with Osman next Friday.
Tonight.
Okay, I'll make it tonight.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Bring some Coca-Cola on the way home.
Okay, see you.
Okay, let's choose someone else.
Sounds like angry.
He's still angry, right? he says that he accepts the apology, but he's lying. I think
he's very angry.
I think he wants to use the situation
Continue.
to continue with the demands. Okay, let's choose someone else. So, okay, Noah, you and Rashid, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, so let's try
Okay.
Rashid then. So Rashid, you can be Matt, and Noah, you can be Carol.
Okay. Hello, Matt.
Where are you? I've been waiting for 13 minutes.
I'm so sorry. I can't call you earlier. My phone had no service.
Okay, where are you now?
I'm sorry, but I can't come. I have an urgent meeting with my manager, and I can't say no to my boss.
Okay, don't worry.
But I promised to make you couscous and Osman with Osman next Friday.
Tonight.
Okay, I will make it tonight.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Bring some soda, Coca-Cola on way home.
Okay, see you.
Okay. All right. So of course, with these exercises, you can make conversations any way you want, but you can see the point here. To make a convincing apology, you should give a reason, and you know, it's important to give a reason, I think. And of course, you should make a promise to make it up for the person. Okay, so we did this. We practiced our conversations, and we did role play. So we changed roles. We did this too. All right, so here we're going to move on to something a little different, but it's kind of nice. Here we're going to talk a little bit about word stress. I think before we talked about sentence stress, I think we talked about sentence stress before here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we talked about how some words in English are usually more stressed than other words, but there's another type of stress. It's in the word itself. So for example, with countries, let's use a country like Brazil, right? In English, I'm going to use these two countries as an example. So we have Brazil and we have China. How many syllables do we have in these two countries?
Two.
Two, that's correct. We have two syllables. So both of them have two syllables. But which syllable is stressed in the first country? Brazil.
The second.
The second.
Brazil, second.
Correct. And China?
The first one.
That's it. So even though both of them have two syllables, the stress is not the same. I think in Arabic we don't have syllable stress, right?
No, we have.
I think only عندنا الشدة
yeah.
الستريس
On one
متاعنا
letter.
yeah, on one letter الكتاب مثلا, right? But I don't know if we can call it syllable stress. But the idea, I think you get the idea because you answered Brazil and China correctly. So we kind of want to do the same thing here. Now, the countries which have the first syllable stressed, number one, so like China, we're going to give them number one. Okay, just a second. I need to switch on the lights because I ran out of power. So I'll be back in a second, okay? But I'll give you something to start with until I switch on the lights. So all you need to do in this box is if the word has the first syllable stressed, you're going to write number one, like China. So China is an example of the group number one. And
Brazil?
if the Brazil is number two, if it's the same thing here with these two words. Can you see that? Artist is like China. Artist, China. The first syllable is stressed. And address is like Brazil. Brazil. It's the second syllable which is stressed. So I want you to take a look at all of these words in the box and try reading them to yourself. And then you have to decide, is it one or is it two? Okay? All right, I'll be back in a second. Okay. So let's take a look. Okay, I don't want to read the words because I want to see how you read them. So the first word is number 1. What about the second word? What do you think? 1 or 2?
2.
2.
2.
Okay. Okay. Next one.
1.
First. Number 1.
Okay. Next one.
1.
1.
Okay.
2.
This
One.
one. This one too.
1.
1
okay.
English. And
Okay. Let's write both answers. What about this one?
cambio.
2.
How do you
Can you
read
read
this word? No, I don't want to read it. I want
Campion.
you.
Campion
Mm,
or champion, campion.
Campaign.
yes, correct. Correct, Sohail. That's the right. Can you say it again?
Campaign.
Yes. So where's the stress?
Think 2.
Second.
Okay, maybe. Next word.
English. First.
College.
Do you think it's the first or second?
Second. College.
How do you read this word? Who can read it?
College.
Okay. Yeah.
College.
Yeah.
First. College first.
First. Okay. What about this one?
Colleague.
College.
How do you read this one? Again, Naha?
Colleague.
Yes, that's correct. So is it first?
Colleague first.
Or is it
Colleague.
second? Is it 1 or 2?
1. Colleague.
I think 2.
Okay, so we have 2 answers here. We have 1 and we have 2. Next word.
Excuse.
Second.
1 or 2?
1. 1.
Okay, so we also have 2 answers here. Some of you think it's 1, some of you think it's 2. This word?
Yoga. 1.
Yoga.
1.
1.
Okay. This
1.
word?
Concert.
Concert. 2. 2.
1. Concert.
Okay, so we also have some disagreement.
2.
Okay, this word?
Report. 1.
Second, I think.
1.
2.
All right, so we also have,
2.
you're not sure about this one. Next one.
Cleaner. 1.
1.
1.
Anybody thinks it's 2?
Cleaner.
Cleaner.
Okay, it seems that most of you think it's 1. This word?
Japan. 1.
2.
Japan.
2.
2 or 1?
Stress in the first.
2.
Stress in the first. Japan. 1.
Okay, so we have some disagreement. This one?
Reason. 2.
One.
Reason.
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 So you're not sure.
1.
This one?
Promise. 1.
1.
2. 2.
Okay, so there's also
Wrong.
disagreement here. Okay, so I think that the easiest way to answer this correctly is actually to listen to it. Let me play the track, and so you can check the pronunciation, and you can also check the stress. So let me take you there. Let's take a look. Track 38. We need track 38. So here's.
One. Artist. Office.
Okay, so now we're going to hear the words which had the stress in the beginning. So stress pattern number 1. So words like artist, office, you get the idea. So the ones that we'll hear now, all of them are number 1, okay? Group 1. Yeah, group 1. Let's listen to group 1 first.
Track 38. Stress pattern 1. Artist. Office. Airline. Language. College. Colleague. Yoga. Concert. Cleaner. Reason. Promise.
Sorry, the last one.
Promise.
Okay, so the ones that all of you agreed that are number 1, airline, college, yoga, cleaner. These are the ones that you agreed are number 1.
Yes.
Let's see the ones that you agreed are number 2.
Stress pattern 2. Address. Degree. Campaign. Excuse. Report. Japan.
Okay, so now let's correct our answers. Let's check the ones that you had some disagreement. So language, is it 1 or 2?
1.
1.
1, correct.
Language.
So language. What about colleague?
1.
1.
Well, okay, so colleague is 1. Colleague, is it 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. College, colleague. Yeah. Okay. Excuse.
2.
2.
Okay. Concert.
1.
2.
1 or 2 concert?
1.
1.
Yeah. Yes. So concert is 1. And what about report?
2. Report.
2.
Okay. Okay, can't erase this. Okay, let me put a box on it. So, so this is 2. Report is 2, right? Okay, report is 2. What about Japan?
Japan. 2.
2.
Yeah.
But I
Right.
think Japan. So I am said 1.
Okay.
Japan.
But do we say Japan or do we say Japan?
Japan.
If we say Japan,
2.
like China, Japan,
Yeah.
then it's number 1. But we don't say Japan, we say Japan, right?
Japan.
The stress is on the second.
Like combine.
Like
Combine.
Cobain?
Combine. The word in the
Campaign.
campaign.
Campaign. Yeah. Campaign. Japan. Campaign. Report. Degree. And so on. Correct. Okay. What about reason? Yeah. Is it 1 or is it 2?
1.
Correct. 1. So let's write for Japan number 2 and reason number 1. Japan number 2, and reason number 1. What about promise?
1.
1.
Yes.
1.
Right. Correct. Okay, let's cover this. So promise is also number 1. Okay, let me play it one last time so you can listen to it and check your answers. Let's play it one last time.
Track 38. Stress pattern 1.
Artist. Office. Airline. Language. College. Colleague. Yoga. Concert. Cleaner. Reason. Promise.
Stress pattern 2.
Address. Degree. Campaign. Excuse. Report. Japan.
All right, nice. Okay, so let's move on to the next part now. Here it says, where's the stress on these nouns? So now it's a little different this time, this exercise, slightly different. Because this time we have more than 2 syllables, right? Actually, these words, they have lots of syllables. Yeah, because if you check the word politician, how many syllables do we have with politician? A lot, right?
3.
Are you sure?
4, I think.
4 or 3?
4. 4. 4.
Politician. 4. Politician.
4.
Politician. Yeah. Okay. What about the next word? Discussion.
Discussion.
All right. Okay.
3.
Yeah. What about the next word?
Application.
Application. Okay.
Application.
Yeah.
4.
4. Next word?
4.
Government.
2.
2 or 3?
2.
3.
2.
Government.
3.
Government.
Government.
3.
3. Okay, next one.
Collection.
3.
3.
3.
3. Okay.
Collection.
3.
Yeah. Next one.
Conversation.
4.
4.
Conversation. Interview. 2. Interview.
3.
Interview.
3.
Interview.
3.
Yeah, 3 is correct.
Promotion. 3. Yes.
Promotion.
3.
Promotion.
Yeah.
3.
Information.
Information. 4.
4.
Information. 4. Yeah.
4.
Musician 3.
Yeah. Musician.
Engineering.
4.
4, right?
Engineering. Yes.
Argument.
3.
3.
Okay. Correct.
Argument. Yes. 3.
Decision. 3.
Decision.
3.
3.
Right. Correct.
Unexpected.
4.
4. Yeah.
Examination.
5.
Five.
5.
Examination. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Examination.
Egg.
5. Yes.
Egg. Za. Because it's the X is you know 2 syllables. Yeah. Examination. All right. Okay. 5. Yeah. So we got the first part of the question kind of.
5.
Yeah. 5. Correct. But now there's an extra question. They want us to take a look at the nouns with shun. So let's focus on not this one. Let's focus on the nouns with shun. Only the shun nouns. Okay. Let's take a closer look because there seems to be something in common.
Conversation. Promotion.
Okay. And examination.
Examination.
Now, in all of them, the question is, where is the stress? This is the question.
The last one.
Is it in the end? Do we say application or
Application.
Okay. Yeah.
Application.
do we say application or do we say
No.
application?
The stress in the shin.
Do we say application?
Application.
Do we say application or application?
Application.
Application.
What about collection? Do we say collection or do we say collection or do we say collection?
Collection.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Conversation, collection, promotion, information, examination. It's the same pattern, right?
In the middle, yes. Always in the middle.
Okay, you're close, but not exactly. There is something a little more specific.
Before.
Is it before shan?
Which is before it.
The syllable before shan?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
application.
Obligation, examination, information, promotion, collection.
Yes, before.
Also, actually,
Before,
politician. I think we can even include the other ones. Yeah, decision. Jan is jan, not shan. But discussion, shun. Politician, shun. It's the same sound. Politician, politician, musician. Yeah, it's the same. حتى هي معهم. لكن decision, jin, because it's not a shin, it's a jin with a ja. So, okay, let me play the track for you, and I think you will notice where the stress is. Let me play it.
Politician. Discussion. Application. Government. Collection. Conversation. Interview. Promotion. Information. Musician. Engineering. Argument. Decision. Unexpected. Examination.
So for the shun nouns, where did you say the stress is? Where is it?
The middle.
But which middle? Because many of them don't have 3, they have 4. I'm a middle, the second or the third?
The second.
The second.
Second.
Third.
But for example, application, it has 4.
Yes.
Do we say
Like
application?
The third.
But what is the relationship to the shun syllable? What do you think? Let me take you to the script. Let me show you. So we want track 1, CD1, track 939. So this is CD2, CD1, track 39. No, this is CD2. We want CD1. Okay, here it is. 34. So I'm going to zoom in, and you can see 34. Here it is. Let's zoom in, and I want you to notice the pattern here. So here we go. Can you see it? Okay, I zoomed in a little too much, but okay, can you see track 39? Can you see where the stress, the little circle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Track 39.
Politician. Discussion. Application. Government. Collection. Conversation. Interview. Promotion. Information. Musician. Engineering. Argument. Decision. Unexpected. Examination.
Okay. So I marked all the shun syllables. Where is the stress in relation to the shun syllables?
For shun.
Yes, that's the point, right? The stress is always on the syllable before shun. Can you notice it? Discussion, discussion, applications. The same thing, conversation, collection, right? Information, promotion. So it's always on the syllable before the shun. So I think this was the point of the exercise. They want you to keep in mind, if you have a shun noun, then this means you need to stress the syllable before shun. Okay, so that's the point. Okay, so we're done for today. Let me just show you very quickly what we'll cover in our next lesson. Of course, in our next lesson, we will talk about the present perfect. So I think we talked about the present perfect in the end of elementary, right? Samiha and Rashid, I think in the end of elementary, we did talk about, can't remember. Can you remember, Samiha? Did we talk about present perfect in elementary?
Doctor?
Present perfect?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about it, right? In elementary, the end of elementary.
Yes.
Okay.
And you said we will learn it more in pre-intermediate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So in our next lesson, we'll talk a little more about it, maybe in more detail. So this is the end of today. I'll see you on Thursday. Have a good night and see you soon.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Good night.